What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another Sam's Club haul for you. I spent just shy of $200 during this shopping trip, but to be honest, I wanted to spend more. But something happened to me at Sam's Club. I have to share it with you guys. It was really funny. So we went to Sam's Club. It was a Sunday evening. Hot as all heck because we are in Florida and it's July. And I go into Sam's Club. I'm kind of just doing my thing. You know, I'm getting some shop with me clips, checking out the new items, having that internal debate on whether I should buy this thing or this thing. They had a lot of clearance items when it came to like kids outdoor stuff. So they had like a slide that was indoor outdoor that was on clearance, but it wasn't clearance enough to like tempt me. But I kept like kind of walking through the area over and over again, trying to decide if I wanted it. And then I like leisurely take myself through like the produce area and all of this stuff. And I'm like halfway through my shopping list. I still need to grab some pretty key items though. I'm like approaching the aisle where like the milk and the eggs and all of that stuff is. And I noticed there's a police officer there with a full police vest, and he's kind of like standing there like holding his taser on his hip. And then I noticed that they have a couple of sections blocked off. So I'm like, oh my goodness, something must have happened. And I immediately kind of went into like freak out mode because, you know, just with the way the world is right now. And so I'm like coming around, like I'm walking towards him because he's right like next to the milk area, which is what I need. And there was another lady behind me, and he goes, "Ladies, did you know that we're closed? Did anyone tell you that we're closed?" In kind of a very scary, gruff voice. And I immediately was like, confirmation that something has happened. And I just froze. But luckily the lady next to me was not as much of a spaz as me. And she was like, "No, what happened?" Because she must have had the same thought process as me. And he goes, "It's 6:03. And I was like, what does 6:03 have to do with anything? I didn't understand why he was saying that. And then we both just kind of like stopped because we didn't understand what 6:03 meant. And he was like, "We close at 6. And then it registered to me that it's Sunday. And I don't know why in my head, I thought they were open until 8 p.m. So I thought that I had like hours to shop. And I was like, oh my goodness. I had leisurely strolled through most of Sam's Club for the first half of my shopping. And now I'm like at the important part, and he's like kicking us out. So he was in like I said, the milk aisle. So I said, oh, can I just grab, I started walking towards him, and he was like, the exit's that way. And I was like, oh, can I please just grab milk for my toddlers? That was like literally the only reason I actually had to be at Sam's Club. And he was like, fine, go ahead. Like not happy about it. So I go down that aisle, and first is eggs and then is milk. And I also needed eggs. So I grabbed a couple of cartons of eggs, and he goes, "That's not milk." And I was thinking, okay, sorry. I was like, oh, sorry. I also remembered I needed eggs. Like, I'm already here, bro. And they're literally the refrigerator next to one another. It's not like I popped into a different aisle or a different bay or something. They're literally right next to each other. And mind you, I've worked retail before, so I take it very seriously. I don't want to inconvenience anybody at all, but I'm like right there. And I just need these two items, milk and eggs. They're pretty important when you have, well, anybody probably needs milk and eggs. Anyways, back to the story. Then I start loading up the milk, and I put the first box of milk in the carton, in the cart, and he goes, "At any point, are you gonna actually get milk, or are you just prolonging your shopping experience?" And I like didn't even know what to say. I was like, "This is milk." And he's like, "Milk doesn't come in a box." I was like, this one does. And I'm trying to be like as nice and as respectful as possible because my grandfather was a police officer. So I'm trying to be as nice as possible back, but he's starting to test my patience a little bit because when you go to like Costco would never. If they let you in the doors, they pretty much let you finish shopping. And I'm not going to abuse the system, but can I just like shop in peace? Because at this point, you're taking up more of my time than I would actually be taking just grabbing the items I need and getting out of here. So I load the first box of milk, have that interaction with him. Then I start loading 4 more because I needed 5 total. And he's like, "How much milk do you need?" And I'm like, "I have 3 toddlers, so I'm getting 5 altogether." And it was kind of like snappy at that point because I'm like, "Do you need to like count it as I go?" So I put the 5th one in the cart. He's like, "Okay, that's 5, time to go. Exit the store, head to the exit." And I was like, oh my word. By the time I like actually exited the store, it was like 6:09 p.m. And also I did scan and go. So it's not like I was holding up a cashier or anything like that. I cannot believe it, because I was just sitting there afterwards thinking, so afterwards, when I got in the truck and I started telling John the story, I took it as my fault because first of all, I should have verified what time the store was open till. And I don't want to ever hold somebody up from being able to get home to their family after working a long day in retail, because again, I used to do that, so I know how it is. But at the same time, there's kind of like a reasonable balance. And so I'm sitting there telling John, and he was like baffled by it, and he was upset that I was treated the way that I was treated. And he was also like, Sam's Club just lost so much money because them kicking out all of these people that probably just had like another $100 to spend, that really like, that's a loss of income. And I then thought, like, why didn't they say something when I was entering Sam's Club to signify that they were closing soon? Because at Costco, they announce it over the speaker. They say like, oh, we're closing at 6, start making your way to the register. So it's like they give you a heads up. Sam's Club did none of these things. So I swear, if Sam's Club was not as close as it is to me, I would be at Costco every 2 weeks, but Costco is much further from me than Sam's Club. So I just kind of have to grin and bear it, but it was a wild experience to say the least. Anyways, that was my Sam's Club experience. So I ended up spending shy of $200. My plan was originally I was going to go on Sam's Club and just do like an in-store pickup for the next day or a curbside pickup. But we have so much going on that we just literally don't have the extra 30 minutes needed to swing by and do even a curbside pickup. So I decided I would just do a Kroger delivery order for a few of the things, bit the bullet and spent a little bit more money than I would had I gone to Sam's Club. And then I'll just be back where I belong in 2 weeks at Costco. In this video, we're going to do the Sam's Club haul. They had some really cool treats out. So I have some Sam's Club treats to share with you and just our normal like produce and things like that. We will also be doing a taste test at the end of this video. There are 3 items that I grabbed during this that I think are worthy of a taste test from Cait and John. So John will be joining me and we will be doing a taste test. If you're new to this channel, hey, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. I do a lot of haul videos over here: Costco, Sam's Club, Trader Joe's. I also do some meal prep, grocery hauls, and dinner inspiration. So if you end up enjoying this video, please feel free to check out all of my other videos and consider subscribing before you leave. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, my friends, we went to Sam's Club this evening. I had a goal in my head to spend between like $200 and $250. And we ended up spending under $200, but it was kind of like a divine intervention, which I probably talked about at the beginning. But this is what $200 at Sam's Club looked like for me tonight. So let's start with the fun stuff. I saw these at the front, salted caramel squares. And I was like, I need them, you know, buttery, salted caramel and crunchy caramel candy covered in gourmet milk chocolate with caramelized white chocolate drizzle. We are going to do these as a taste test. I also saw this pizza style dip and spread made with real pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. There's nothing about this that I would not like. And it says it's best when served hot. Let's see if it gives instructions on how to do that. Oh, you microwave it apparently. So there's that. I'm excited to try that. Also grabbed some cowboy butter. You know what? I just had a thought. If you have like garlic bread and you spread this on top of it, I bet that would be so good. Anyways, this Kinder seasoning is my favorite by far from them. We use it pretty much for everything. I don't know. There's something about it. It is so flavorful and we absolutely love it. Because of what was happening with the store closing, I ended up getting way too many tortilla chips. What happened was I wanted these tortilla chips in the back, but I thought they were out of stock. So I ended up grabbing one of each of bags of these because they're a little bit smaller. But then as I was exiting the store, I saw these ones. And because of everything that was happening, I didn't want to have to go put these ones back because then I probably would have got yelled at because they were closing the store. So we just ended up with a lot of tortilla chips. But we like tortilla chips over here, so it's fine. But that was a good time. I saw this for the very first time. I've never seen this one before. Zesty Italian chopped kit. I'm very excited about that because we love zesty Italian dressings. So I'm excited to give that a try. I got 2 things of eggs. I kind of wish I got more, but it is what it is. These are empty boxes to be a placeholder for the milk because I already put that away. But I got 5 1.5 gallon cartons of milk. So that's a lot of milk. But we have my nephew coming to visit and he also drinks whole milk. So I figured I would just get extra, so we made sure we had enough. We got 2 things of eggs. I don't know if I already said that. Also, somebody had sent me this Mediterranean pasta salad. And the goal was to get this plus grilled chicken nuggets and buffalo sauce. But all I got out of all the 3 things was this. They didn't have the others. So this is still my jam. I'm probably going to add like extra feta cheese to it because I think that would be delicious. But anyways, I got this. It was $8. I picked out one of the lighter ones because it was priced per pound. I won't be able to consume all of this in the amount of time that you need to. We got about 4 days on it. So between me and John, we'll see. I got 2 bags of 5-pound sweet potatoes. And because Costco didn't have them the last time I was there, so I didn't want to risk running out again. I also grabbed some kiwis, green grapes, some raspberries for the kiddos, our emotional support bananas we always grab whenever we go anywhere at this point. They had these, you guys, apple pie rolls, and it comes with caramel sauce. Okay, I don't know if the caramel sauce is inside. It says includes caramel sauce, but I don't see a packet. Oh, maybe there is a packet. I see a packet. Okay. So this will be in our taste test this evening along with those caramel squares. And maybe we'll even try the pizza dip as well. This says to air fry in 5 to 6 minutes. I love apple. Like, apple is my favorite thing. So, like, apple pie is my favorite thing. I have a feeling I'm going to love this. So stay tuned for that. Grab some mini cucumbers for salads and snacking. Also, this was on sale. Look how pretty that print is, okay? 5.5 diameter pool. It's like one of those inflatable pools for the backyard. Was clearance for less than $9, okay? I said, even if I put this together for Stella to cruise in the backyard, that's worth $9. But, like, look at these 2 adults having a fabulous time. They've got a charcuterie board over here. They're living their best life, and for less than $9, they did that. You know what I'm saying? Over here, they had the home-style boneless chicken bites. I was on the hunt for those grilled chicken bites, but they didn't have them, so I settled for these instead. I'm guessing these are like Sam's Club's equivalent of the Just Bear chicken nuggets. So we'll try this out and see how it compares to Just Bear and Kirkland brand, because we do like the Kirkland brand one a lot. So that is everything I grabbed from Sam's Club this evening. Sup, people? John's here. We're going to do a taste test. We have 3 items today. You never know, yeah? You just never know. Never know. Okay, so we have 3 items to taste test today. One is like a savory dip. It's a pizza dip. Okay. I'm excited. It says it has pepperoni and like mozzarella and stuff in it. It smelled heavenly when I was heating it up.
I didn't even know you got that.
Yeah, John didn't know that I got that one.
And I'm so excited.
That one is actually super easy too because you just heat it up in the microwave. So I did probably like half a cup for us to taste test. And I did 30 seconds, stirred it up, and then another 15 seconds, and it looked perfect. So there's that.
Can you put that in the microwave?
No, you don't put the container in the microwave.
Oh, okay.
You put the, you take it out of the container, put it in a microwave.
Don't put plastic in the microwave.
Don't do it. I put it in a microwave-safe container and then microwaved that. Then we have apple pie rolls. They basically look like egg rolls, but they're apple pie. And it comes with a caramel dipping.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. John's just learning all the facts live with you guys, okay? And last but not least, we have a caramel chocolate situation. So we're doing great over here. It's promising. So we're gonna start with the pizza dip because I think that makes sense. Appetizer first, you know? The problem is that I feel like the pizza dip deserves some type of like an Italian like bread or something, like spread the pizza dip on bread or like garlic bread or something. But
yeah,
we sadly do not have it. You know what's funny too is when I was in Sam's Club, they had Lay potato chips that were garlic cheese flavored.
We have bread in the freezer.
Okay, but we don't have that time, John. So if you see the Lay's garlic cheese chips and this pizza chip, I bet that's a match made in heaven. I don't know why I didn't grab it.
We'll never know.
It just hit me just now, and I am very mad at the Cait of yesterday for not doing that. But anyways, so we have Tostito scoops that I've been awkwardly holding in my hand this whole time, and pita crackers. I feel like we should try it with 2 different things because I don't know if Tostitos really makes the most sense, but we're just gonna go for it.
This is one of the taste tests where it's like each item I'm like super excited for. Usually like we have the taste test and there's like one
like sauerkraut when I hit you with the sauerkraut.
She hit me.
Okay, so we'll let John go first.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see the pepperoni.
Yeah.
See the pep. This reminds me of something.
I know exactly what it is. You know the little combos?
Yes! Done.
That's it.
Done.
But in dip form.
Yes.
Which that's a positive, by the way.
That's like a warm combo. Mm-hmm. Where are you going with that?
I'm getting the pita.
Oh, okay.
Not that I think it matters, because that's a winner, man.
That is so good.
Gotta finish chewing, you know? Gotta be professional. I'm gonna put this down.
But why? Why did you put it down? How did, like, you hit that on the head? It
literally is a combo. Like, you guys know those pepperoni pizza?
That is the best description.
That's it.
As soon as I tasted it, I'm like,
I like it better.
I feel like this.
I like it better with the Tostitos than with the pita cracker.
See, to me, the pita cracker tasted more like the combo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I prefer the Tostitos, but I truly do think that even like Ruffles, I think would have been better for that than Tostitos.
I think anything's good with it.
That dip by itself, honestly, if you have some garlic bread and you spread that across it and then like bake it in the oven with a little bit of extra mozzarella.
We're doing that.
That would be...
That's happening.
That's a win.
That's happening.
Scale 1 to 10, John. You gotta let corporate know.
That's like a 9.
That is definitely a 9. And it's like, you know, like, I think it was $4.88 or something.
For that huge container?
Yeah. I think it was pretty cheap. I could be a complete liar.
Listen, if you're having a party,
yeah,
you need to buy like...
Nobody would know.
Everyone would be like, what is this? And they would try it.
Like, honestly, put it in a baking dish, sprinkle some extra cheese on it, throw it in the oven. Nobody would know that you didn't create that. They'd probably ask you for the recipe, though, so watch out. Watch out.
And then just send them.
But you could just be like, this is my great grandmother Margaret's recipe, and she didn't want me to share it with anybody. It's a secret. It's a secret family recipe. It'll be like, you know, Phoebe, Nestle Tool House.
I was literally gonna do that. It's just like Phoebe with the Nestle Tool House.
Okay, moving on to the next one.
If you don't know what that was,
you can't be friends with us.
Yeah.
You're too young for us, bro.
On.
You're too young for us, bro. Ask your parents before watching this video. Listen.
We had the same exact thought. That's hilarious.
Do we want to try the apple pie? Yeah. Apple pie.
What's the other one? Apple pie.
The chocolate.
Let's end off with the chocolate.
Okay, so apple pie now?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy right here is the apple roll. Comes with a caramel sauce. It came in 2 packs that were like both, you know, like separate, and there are 6 rolls per pack, and it has you air fry them for 5 to 6 minutes, and I think it was either 370 or 390 degrees. So, oh, I wanted to try it without the caramel dipping sauce. Okay, let me try this side. Let me try it without the dipping sauce.
I like how you were made such a neutral reaction when you just ate that, so that you.
Well, because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
That is delicious.
You guys, 2 for 2
We
right
need
now.
to stop buying all these things.
I know, we seriously do. But this...
We still have...
We still have the churro bites.
We still have churro bites.
I think that was like 3 months ago.
All right, it needs to go.
No, it doesn't need to go. We need to eat it. We have visitors coming, so we'll have them help us. Okay, now I want to try it with the caramel sauce.
The triple. I don't want to get it all over me. Hello? Stop it. That's ridiculous.
You guys, we can no longer be friends if you don't get that the next time. If you're a Sam's Club member.
I'm not like a huge apple pie person.
He is not. I am.
That is insane.
That is so good. And it's because it's like, I just feel like it's so balanced.
It's so good.
Like, even with the caramel sauce, I don't feel like it was too sweet. Like, it's definitely a dessert. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it was like, that's good. I'm giving that a 9.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Even for apple.
That's good.
That is like super good. Like, that's pretty much a must.
That's probably one of my favorite apple.
Well, I think that's one of my favorite things I've ever picked up at Sam's Club. Because I feel like Costco always hits us with like the winners.
And you know what's funny is everyone always says the snacks at Sam's is better.
Well, this is
finally we got
proving them
one.
right.
Yes.
2 in a row. because of the dip, you know?
Oh, that's, yeah, the dip. The
Okay.
dip was good.
Next up, we have these salted caramel squares. It says they're buttery salted caramel and crunchy caramel candy covered in gourmet milk chocolate with caramelized white chocolate drizzle. Okay. This is what they look like. They almost look like a piece of toffee from like See's Candy. Very flat. I wasn't expecting them to be so flat.
Apple's better, but this is good.
That is delicious.
I don't get the crunch.
Yeah, I didn't really get crunch much of mine either. It reminds me of the caramels from the brand Sanders, the sea salt caramel ones, but like flat.
I don't feel like it's over sea salty.
No, it's not super salty.
It's like a hint.
It also kind of reminds me of the s'mores caramel clusters from Costco, but like flat. I prefer those s'mores caramel clusters to this.
Yeah, I agree.
But this is good.
Well, I feel like the caramel consistency is the same.
I'm kind of surprised with how much it comes with though, because I don't feel like that's a very large bag, and I think it was almost $10.
Oh, that's a rip.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's
because the
that's
Costco
expensive.
Sanders one is like huge.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's around $10, and there's like a lot of caramels in there.
What are we comparing?
I'm talking about the sea salt caramels that come in like that jar with the lid.
Yeah, and I feel like I thought you were talking about the bag.
No, those. So it
S'mores.
reminds me of like a cousin of the two of those. You know?
Oh, that s'mores bag is like
It's huge, and I think that's maybe 15. That one might be around 15.
Yeah.
But I think a better value than this overall.
Okay,
but I
now-
would give this maybe like a 7. I would give it a 7.
Now that I understand where you're going, you're
Yeah.
talking those little squares. The
Yes,
thick ones.
that one's only about $10 for the jar.
That's
that
a lot.
Big jar. Yeah, that's a better value. And actually, Sam's Club sells their own version of that, so I would just go for that next time.
Yeah.
You know, but it's definitely worth like a buy if you are into sea salt caramel type things, because I really enjoy it. It's just that I don't think the value is there. So, all right, well, that wraps up that. Did we score it? We scored it. We scored everything.
What was your favorite out of the 3?
Oh, John, the apple. I gotta go with apple.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm a dessert girly, and second of all, I'm an apple girly, so there's no way that wasn't getting picked. But if you're into more of the savory items, that pizza dip is phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
I feel like that's a great that's like a bar dip.
Yeah.
Like sit with Triscuit. Oh,
But
I bet
just-
with Triscuits.
Oh,
are good.
Triscuits.
Yes.
That would be really good with Triscuits.
You're welcome.
Triscuits
You're
are like
welcome.
they're like the cardboard that you love. You know what I mean? or like insulation. It's like salted. It's salted styrofoam is what it is. But it's delicious and we love it.
Where do you come up with this?
That's what it's like. Somebody in the comments tell me not. You gotta admit, Triscuits is like an insulation or like styrofoam.
It's not like insulation.
It so is. You know what it's actually like? Is like, you know that, you know, like when you make a flower arrangement and you get that green stuff and you poke the flowers in it? That's
The
what.
foam?
Yeah, like the flower foam stuff.
Triscuits?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you? Oh wait, I said Triscuits.
You're thinking,
I'm thinking
Wheat Thins.
Thins.
You're thinking Wheat Thins. Oh, Ritz crackers.
Oh,
That
there's
would be
no
good.
need to hit.
No violence over here. Okay.
No, Triscuits.
Triscuits, come on. You know what I'm talking about now, yeah?
Yes.
That's like
yes.
styrofoam.
I'm thinking Wheat Thins.
You were thinking Wheat Thins.
So you have like a bowl of that with Wheat Thins.
Wheat Thins, everybody.
Wheat Thins.
But I do like a Triscuit.
You like the cardboard?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you want to eat styrofoam.
Please don't eat styrofoam.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that on account of who I am, you know? All right, I think that wraps everything up. We're going to send this feedback to corporate. I hope we delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. If we did, reward us by subscribing, join the party over here, and have a magical day. Bye.
Bye.